Hello to all of my Pisces. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Pisces. This reading is for the 21st of December through the 31st of December. We are counting down. We're counting down. Not only are we closing out this cycle, we're coming closer to closing out the end of this year, well, the end of this month and the end of this year as we move into 2023, Pisces. So let's get into it. Let's make sure you're not overwhelmed. Let's make sure that you are dumping out anything that has contaminated your water. You're a water sign, right? So that means listening to sacral chakra music literally every single day, right? It's like taking a shower, taking a bath, brushing your teeth, washing your face, anything you're using with water literally every single day to protect your cells. Okay, you want to keep your vibrations as high as you possibly can, so when you're speaking things into existence, you're seeing it right away. There we go. Here we have the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Everything is Fine, we have the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, all right. So the Knight of Cups, this is where you're saving yourselves. Like I said, cups of water every single day, drinking that water, being around water, watching movie where there's water in it, like Avatar. You know, that's a movie that has a lot of swimming, a lot of water in it, right? So if you haven't seen it, I know it's like 3 hours long, but I think water signs in particular, or people who have water high up in their chart, will really enjoy the movie and be refreshed, from it. Believe it or not, you'll be calmer. You feel like you're recharged. You'll feel like your intuition is heightened. It seems like your clairaudience is even heightened, like you hear things that you wouldn't have normally helped, those kind of things. So it's a major benefits. So we have Everything is Fine in your sword energy, and we also have the Knight of Swords. So some people could be still in this position right here where they're deeply hurt. And their energy gives off very much hurt, and that they'll say or do something to try to hurt you. Source is going to make sure you stay as far away from that energy as possible. So you don't have anything to worry about. You really don't have anything to worry about. Matter of fact, it's amazing how, like, when people assume that there are coincidences in life, there's no such thing as a coincidence. So you could be, let's say you're in a group. It could be family session or family something, or you could be in an organization or whatever. Source will make sure you have no interaction with them whatsoever to save you. That's like your knight in shining armor. They could be leaving out one door in the restroom while you coming in the other side. They could be sitting on one side of a theater, and you're sitting way on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you're leaving, something could happen that delays them so that they're not in the same space where you are. You could be, like I said, their phone could ring and delay them from coming to a family event where you're still there, and then your phone rings. It's like, okay, now you got an emergency and you got to leave, and everybody in the family is like, you know what, so and so just left. Because it doesn't matter what everybody else was hoping. Other people was like, wow, we were hoping that they could talk, or maybe we can bring everybody together. But if they are still in a very hurt mode, Pisces, and they're still like this, and their energy is very hurtful and very low vibrating energy, source is saying, if you don't do it, I'll flush them out. It won't be a coincidence that I'm getting you as far away from them, because the anxiety that you may have been feeling about a situation, source is like, no, I'm recharging you through your sacral chakra. That's what I'm talking about, sacral chakra water. I'm giving you an opportunity to know what real true forgiveness looks like. Like, I forgive those people who have hurt me, and their words and their actions cut me like a sword, but they won't have access to me anymore. I forgive them, so I don't have anything to say. I know how to save myself. I know how to keep my vibrations high. See how this person is high on the horse? I know how to keep my vibrations high, and I know how to get as far. See, the person up on the horse. Now, when the person is up on the horse, you're at a higher frequency, right? I know how to dash out of there, get as far away from that negative energy, because too, Pisces, that you can give it as well as you can receive it. So if you got some sharp words for me, I can come right back at you with the sharp words. But source is trying to be your knight in shining armor so that you don't have to, and so that you can keep your place on your throne of continuing to inspire people, and things that you're praying for and asking for are sped up, right? So if you've been praying for more money to come across your path, I'm speeding it up. So I'm gonna make sure I get you out of that person's space so that you don't even have to be tempted. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody, because there's no such thing as coincidence. Like, we'll see it like in a movie, Pisces, where we're like, wow, that person, there's a movie that's like I think it was like in the early '90s or something. It's like this guy and this woman, they dated at one point, and then they both came back to the same like they broke up, they went their way. Like he went away to work in a different country, she was some kind of newspaper editor or something like that, so she stayed where she was, and he came back to town, and they literally just missed each other. Like something with source had pulled them to the same coffee house at the same time, on the same day, but as one was leaving, one was coming in, so they missed each other. So it was never really meant for them, you know what I'm saying, to be together. Just like you see in some movies where people are coming from different parts of the world and they just happen to run into each other. It's like that happened to some, and it wasn't by coincidence. That source wanted them to come together, like the universe wanted them to come together. So again, source is always protecting us, always protecting our energy. And so that's what I'm saying, like God in this case would be the knight in shining armor to save you from somebody's brutal words or their harsh words or their sword cutting energy, because you've been doing a lot of healing, right? You're on the other side of all this. So things are speeding up for you. Things are speeding up for you. Here we have the hermit card. Somebody's been in hermit mode. Like I said, healing. Justice card. We have the 7 of swords. We have the 9 of swords. We have the 4 of cups. We also have the knight of wands. So like I said, here we have the knight card again. Knight is like you're saving yourself again from their treachery, their blowtorch words. Like somebody has been dealing with somebody who or dealt with somebody in the past who was just real treacherous with their words and their energy. The words cut like a sword. They're cut like a sword or like a blowtorch. Their actions cut like a sword or a blowtorch. But like you said, you sever ties with them. Justice is in your favor, Pisces. You're like, I'm done. And when I say justice in your favor, you can absolutely justify why you cut people out of your life. Somebody just got tired of the lying, the backstabbing, the narcissism, the low vibrating energy that kept them up at night. Somebody was like, When I tell you that, for my water signs, because water is so reflective, and your symbol in particular, Pisces, are 2 fish tied together swimming in opposite directions. Somebody may have felt torn over the years, especially when it came to family, because these are people that you've allowed, these are people that were close to your heart. Forgiveness is very real, Pisces, when I look at this, because somebody has been lied to, manipulated, used, abused. I mean, all kinds of stuff has happened to somebody, but Source doesn't want you to be in victim mode. That's why it says everything is fine. You severing ties with somebody, Source is going to keep coming to the rescue for you, keep being the knight in shining armor for you. It looks like somebody has been in hermit mode, getting a lot of downloads, right? And so, you know, you may have thought about it for a minute if you came in contact with somebody because it was triggering. Imagine getting cut by a sword with somebody's words, or blowtorch with a blowtorch by somebody's words or actions. It will cause you to remember them because the scar may still be there. But while somebody was in hermit mode, they were actually healing and raising their frequency. So you severing ties with somebody for good to create a life that you absolutely love. We're talking about Libra now. We're not talking about a Libra. Justice card is Libra's card, just like the hermit card is Virgo's card. Your time in hermit mode and your healing process allowed you to regain your power and your intellect. Like somebody could have really said some very hurtful things to you, you know, really questioning your sensibility. But because you all are a very wise sign, zodiac sign, and because you all are the most compassionate sign, you showed a lot of compassion for people who just, their words and their actions was just very harmful and very hurtful. And while you can dish it out as well as you can take it, Pisces, after a while it gets to be draining. I mean, seriously, like think about all these swords. After a while, at some point, you're just like, you know what, I'm too mature for this. I'm too wise for this. I don't want to have anything to do with that kind of energy. So me sitting around thinking about it, that's because that is your default, is to, again, be compassionate towards people who are hurting. But somebody learned the hard way. I can still be, I'm going to save my compassion for people who are really trying to heal, not for people who are still in hurt mode, running around hurting everybody else, talking about certain things, right? And so remember also, Pisces, too, as we wrap up this cycle, you got to remember too, people who are talking about you, that you don't give access to your water anymore. That's why Source says continue taking the high road, that you don't give access to your water anymore. They're angry because you're not giving them any energy whatsoever. You're not giving them any energy whatsoever, right? So So keep that same energy, okay? Keep that energy. You don't even need to sit around and overthink why source, we say justice card again. You don't even need to sit around and overthink why source didn't let you be in contact with that type of energy, right? Here we have the justice card again. Again, like I said, the way that you're using your sword, somebody's mind is so laser focused. This is what I'm saying. You stepping into your own light, the Eight of Cups. You're not waiting for somebody to burn you again. Source is not even going to give you. So you may have seen a movie like Avatar with a lot of water in it. You may be on the beach right now. You may have watched a video or some kind of movie where there was a beach involved, something having to do with water, right? Because again, source is not going to let you be around energies that's trying to burn you because they're still in hurt mode, and the joy and excitement that somebody feels. Here we have like a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders. So that is why, Pisces, I always say when you wake up, set your intentions that it's an amazing day. Don't let people who you may think are going to be somewhere where you're going to be at the same time stop or block your amazing day. Go enjoy yourself, especially if it's a group setting where there are people that you can connect with that don't want to be involved in any low vibrating gossip or anything like that. Go enjoy yourself and just say to source, hey, continue protecting me. Thank you. Or how some people sage themselves. Some people, say a prayer about putting on the full armor of God. Some people, whatever your practices are, Pisces, to protect yourself, do what you need to do, but go on about enjoying your life. That's what I'm seeing here. Go on about enjoying your life. If you happen to come face to face or whatever, I'm going to tell you like I was telling Cancer, because Cancer is a water sign too. And I want my water sign, and I talk to all of my elements, but for my water signs, because water is so reflective. If you don't learn how to protect your water, people are going to keep projecting. It's like people doing like throwing dirt in water, or like people skipping rocks, or people, throwing garbage in water. It's very reflective. So whereas before somebody was like, oh my God, that ocean is so beautiful. Now there's trash in it. There's this like, oh, I don't want to swim in that. It hurts everything, when your water is polluted by people throwing stuff in it. So start protecting your water and start thanking source in advance. When source, when something happens within milliseconds of each other, like I gave the one person walking in the door while the other person is walking out, you just missed each other. You know what I'm saying? Start thanking source for that, being keenly aware. But the only way you're going to be keenly aware and continue to grow your money, because I'm looking at least 8 streams of income, you growing your money, that's 7 right there, and also continuing to work hard, is to keep your vibrations very high. Stay on your horse towards your throne. It looks like somebody's job is to inspire people, because we're looking at the King of Wands here. Sources put you in a very authoritative position, and like I said, you'll sever ties with anybody that gets in the way of you keeping your vibrations high and continuing to inspire people, because it looks like that's where somebody's money is attached to that. Plus, I also see new and exuberating love coming into somebody's life, if that's what you want, Pisces. If that's not what you want, but remember, because you've learned because one, you're very compassionate, you all are very wise, you all are intuitive. It's a lot of wonderful things about your sign, Pisces, that people are already attracted to. But imagine coming to water that is fresh and clean, right? Versus polluted and toxic and all that other stuff that people have poured their trash, their negative comments, their words and their actions that cut like a sword or like a blowtorch. You still got that sitting in your water. Sacral chakra music will flush all of that out. You see the benefits? But yeah, somebody's purpose is to continue inspiring people. And so source in this case right here is your knight in shining armor, to make sure you don't have any blockages, to make sure you don't have anything around you that is going to stop or hinder you from getting your messages across, and also giving you the power. You were building up your strength while you were in hermit mode to sever ties with any low vibrating conversation, any low vibrating energy. And there's so much clarity there, Pisces, that even if you were to overhear, some whispering or some energy, you just feel the energy. I'm telling you how things are working out for you with at least 8 streams of income. People are going to want to do business with you. People are want to go. Whoever was trying to gaslight you, lie to you, and all. Well, somebody doesn't understand, this is how your money is going to increase, and this is how all that muddy water that somebody tried to pour into your water. What somebody doesn't understand is that As sad as this may sound, somebody had almost gotten used to being gaslighted and lied to and manipulated and dealing with narcissistic energy, right? To a point that when you went through your rebirth, it was almost like for a period of time, you feel like, wow, here's your compassion, Pisces. Wow, I wish they weren't like that. Like I would have never done that to them that they did to me. But on the other side, you're so wise right now. You don't have a problem. And like I said, somebody is thanking Source in advance for saving them from some situations. Like for real. That's why knowledge is powerful. That's why I try to teach you all on my channels. Like listen to that sacral chakra, especially as a water sign. Oh my God. Or if you have water at your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, you want answers up in those areas of your life. Flush. I would say it for any sign, but like seriously, if you really want answers in your love life, how to balance out your life to create a life that you absolutely love and you are pleased with, or you want to find out what your life purpose is, or you want to find out, what truly nurtures your spirit, or you want to know how you come across to other people, flush it out with water. Flush it out with water. That's sacral chakra music. Yeah. Here we have the Knight of Cups. That's right. That Knight energy, whenever you see Knight of anything, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, again, you're saving yourself, right? You're saving yourself from any toxins. You're at a higher frequency and you're saving yourself. You don't want people to pour their gossip into your cup of water because you're drinking of it and you're also sharing it with other people. You don't want people to pour anything toxic in your water. And so that when love comes across, if you desire, that's only if you desire, Pisces, when love comes across your path, your compassion is pure. And so it wouldn't matter what people said at a lower frequency about you. Oh, they're this and they're that and so on and so forth. You're on your high horse. And I'm not talking about high horse in terms of looking down on people either. It's just that you can think whatever you want to think. We're not on the same frequency. Think whatever you want to think. We're not on the same frequency. I know I'm a nice person. I know I'm a kind person. I know that my heart is in the right place. You don't even have to explain it. Your consistency with staying at a high frequency and inspiring people is going to speak volume for you. I'm telling you, you all are protected. Source is not going to let anybody touch you. People can try to come for you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It won't even matter. So start your abundance planning, Pisces. Go ahead and start your abundance planning. Start your abundance planning. And I'm talking to you again if you have Pisces anywhere in your chart. Yep, anywhere in your chart. Start your abundance planning. Especially if your life purpose is to inspire people. And I'm not just talking about, everybody has the ability to inspire people. But I'm saying, let's say you're a healer, a tarot card reader, some having to do with the spiritual realm where you're teaching or impartation of knowledge and wisdom or whatever. Like you're held like a Reiki healer, a tarot card reader, a psychic, a tea leaf reader, a palm reader, or anything like that. Especially Source is trying to send multiple streams of income. So like I said, whoever you need to sever ties with to keep your life a life balance where you love all sides of your life, your professional life as well as your personal life. It's a life you are pleased with and a life that you love. Source is like, no, stay on your horse. Don't even get off of your horse to even entertain, to even allow people to just even accidentally pour their toxins into your water. Okay? All right. Sound healing. Sound healing. That's right. Number 11. Step into the number 11. 4 plus 7 is 11. You're stepping into your own light. Somebody is so crystal clear on their purpose here on earth. It's not even funny. Like I said, as you continue walking towards your light, it starts to get clearer and clearer and clearer why you had to leave certain people behind so they don't even have to burn you. Matter of fact, Source is like, I'm loading you up on so much water and so much compassion and you being a sweetheart and empowering so many people around you. It wouldn't matter what they said. It wouldn't matter what they said. They could say whatever they want to because they don't have access to you. What do you need to release? Yep. What do you need to release? That's right. So if you've been overthinking something, I'm talking about even if something comes across your path where it triggers you, that's a test, right? Never get down off of your horse to even entertain low frequency energies because they're trying to pour toxins into your water to prove that you are who they said you were, which what they were trying to do is project themselves onto you. You don't even have time to even entertain it. You're too busy inspiring people. And it's a lot of people that you left behind that were gaslighters, liars, and all of that other stuff. That, like I said before, you've this sword right here lets me know that you've cut people out in your family. You've cut people out in your professional life. You've cut people out in your personal life, personal, professional. Even cut out, probably somebody could have gone through a divorce. Cut out ex love interest. Like, you've made some major adjustments to your life where people are telling a version of the story that may be their truth, but it may not be the truth, right? It may not be facts, right? Here we have, I am a creator. 000 is your number. You are one with the creator, Pisces, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. That's right. You have something new and incredible to create here on earth. So stay focused. But I'm telling you, in this case, God is your knight in shining armor. God said, I'm coming through. I'm making sure you don't lose focus this time. I'm making sure you've been through a lot. It looks like all these sword energies right here. Somebody has literally walked away from a lot of people who gaslighted them, who lied to them, narcissistic energy and everything. So whoever you needed to sever ties with, they could be talking about you like I don't know what, because they're still on a low frequency. Let whoever think whatever. You stay so laser focused on inspiring people. Source is going to make sure everything else around you is taken care of. Here we have patience. That's right. Affirmations for patience. I am here in this present moment. I have all that I need. I lack nothing. Time is relative. Right now is all that matters. I wait with excitement. All good things come in due time. All is working for my highest good. That's right. All is, because it is. All is working for your highest good. So that's what I have for you. If somebody has a court date, I'm seeing a win here for a court date for you all, whether you have to attend or not. But there's so many messages here in your reading. You don't even have to overthink. You don't even have to ruminate over something. Just, again, keep your vibration so high, flushing out all of those toxins. Like something, and this right here with all of this fire energy right here, all this is masculine energy right here. A lot of the overthinking that somebody has done about something, source is trying to get you physically get as far away from that as possible and forgive. Like, really, forgiveness is for you, Pisces. Like, but if it's triggering and you need to get physically as far away from it, so that out of sight, out of mind. Okay. Because who knows how deep the cuts have been. Some people, it looks like they have cut off people for life, like really just severed ties for life. When it comes to the fire energy right here, remember Mars is currently retrograde. That's the energy planet. That's the action and assertion planet. And so during this time, we're identifying energy leaks and energy hacks. When you think about certain things, if it's emotionally draining for you, now it's time to turn that same fire towards inspiring yourself, keeping your flame lit up under yourself, being warm, and taking action and inspiring other people, like inspiring your tribe. That is what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all on Friday. Again, happy midweek Wednesday. This video is for the 21st of December through the 31st of December, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye.